Work and play. What follows is not an indictment of modern life. It's simply an observation I'd like you to take a step back to consider. The world is spinning pretty uniformly right now, and that means if you make yourself valuable and you commit your energy and time to productivity, you can effectively trade years of service for enough wealth to be comfortable after your working life. This is the universal pursuit we are all enticed to accept. Only, the trade can be a bit Faustian. The odds are not improving as we become progressively more sedentary and take our health for granted more and more. The accomplished goal of acquiring all those zeros, at the end you may find you have little health to enjoy it with. The advances in medicines and procedures allow one to disregard health maintenance because there's an instant remedy for whatever breaks. Only there isn't. It's all a duct tape seduction. There's nothing that could replace exercise to prevent every pathology. Listen up, I'll explain in detail. Because the most important motivator to the human psyche is progress. I'm here to help you redefine progress to include superior health and describe a practical method to balance your life and career to remain active and healthy. Here is a workable, practicable, and actionable plan. Let's start with our average 40-hour work week and average 5-hour commute time. That's 45 non-negotiable hours we're committed to every week. So let's keep it simple. I'm discussing 10% of that time, 4.5 hours actively allocated to your health and fitness every week. That's it. Treat it exactly as you do that nest egg, because it's your most important retirement contribution. Think of the two as a fraction. You've got to keep balance. Your health as the numerator and your wealth as the denominator. If you lose your wealth, you're still able to live, howsoever economically uncomfortable. Now, if you reduce the numerator with failing health, the wealth has diminishing value. I'm saying it need not be either or. Don't kill yourself to accumulate all that wealth. Keep them both robust and in balance. That's the ambition. That's why I'm here, Healthy Wealth University. You'll need to spread the prescription out over at least 3 days per week to allow for sufficient recovery. 2 days to muscular resistance and 1 to sustained aerobic conditioning, followed by a 30-minute sauna. It's natural to embrace the weight training more than cardio simply because it can be perceived as kind of boring and monotonous. We'll fix that. Because strength and aerobic capacity, otherwise known as VO2 max, are equally important. And the good thing is you don't need to allocate equal amounts of time in their pursuit. The science of optimal health has created a beautiful blueprint for exactly what you should do with those 4.5 hours a week. So briefly, the 3 hours is devoted to resistance exercise and best divided into 3 1-hour full-body sessions for the under 50 crowd, but slightly different for the over 50 crowd as you split it in 2 90-minute sessions with higher intensity. Because as we age, the ability to increase muscle mass demands more discipline. Otherwise, that muscle is going to fall off. Aerobically, a Zone 2 session delivers the same punch for all of us, and we'll discuss Zone 2 in other episodes. Remember, this is just a blueprint. Okay, so that's 4. The last half hour is devoted to sauna, which is regularly exchanged for a high-intensity heart training session once a month. That's called HIIT. It's not fun, but theoretically, done regularly, it's going to slow the aging of your heart. In addition, something you could do easily is just take regular cold showers because, like the sauna, the response of your body is non-negotiable. It's going to have to adapt. This operative mechanism is called hormesis, and it blesses us for our effort by making us stronger. These activities, all of them, stress the body in different ways. You see, this is the antithesis to the pursuit of leisure. We are going to get stronger in the adaptation. Okay, this is a tidy allocation of time, but wait, there's more! It's the time away from the gym that is actually more impactful, but the one most easily neglected. Why? Because it's not active and therefore not fun. Parents, cover your children's ears. I'm going to say the F word. Fast. Fasting, and I'm saying 17 hours or more, kicks your body into a self-cleaning gear known as autophagy. You see, when the body's out of food, glucose and glycogen, it must start burning fat. And it's also a process whereby it actively looks for useless or senescent cells. This is a beautiful and automatic self-cleaning that is built in and costs nothing. And it may well be that this process of autophagy catches cancerous cells early and consumes them as food. I'm talking about a minimum of 17, but hopefully up to 24-hour fast, and I'm talking about no calories, 1 day per week. Now do this on non-resistance training days because when you're pushing those weights around, you need to pound down lots of protein. Okay, this is free, and it doesn't require another pair of special shoes, and you could actually do it anywhere, even on a cruise boat. This simple ritual is not only going to go a long way to enhance your health and prevent all those nasty pathogens, but you're also going to lose a pound or two just doing normal activities. I can guarantee you won't die, and I'll put it in writing. Even though I offer that guarantee, this request is rarely embraced. Okay, let me pontificate a bit. We've become slaves to comfort, and in reality, it's comfort's aggressive pursuit that accelerates aging and decomposition. There, I've said it. Advancement has made our lives increasingly less physically demanding, but that is contrary to the maintenance of our strength and longevity. We are incredibly versatile and robust creatures because we have this magical ability to adapt when properly stressed. It's built in. Our bodies cannot equivocate. Given the proper stress, nutrition, and rest, they must adapt and get stronger. Similarly, absent those components is where we find much of the world today. But not you, and not now. Let me recap. This lifelong plan is to allocate, devote, or otherwise invest about 10% of your working hours to maintaining optimal health and fasting once a week. The entire investment is to provoke a stress or hormetic response. Your body, regardless of age, will adapt, and you will get stronger. After 45 or 50, you have to have even more discipline, as the stress response dulls with age. And this has everything to do with mitochondria, which we're going to delve into. Do this to grow and preserve your strength and health so that when you pull your golden parachute, it will be into a new adventure and not into an assisted living home.